one realization came to me first when I talked to a Zen monk. I happened to see a Zen monk, and we talked a bit about spirituality and Zen, and he said quite simply, well, he said, Zen is really quite simple. It's you stop thinking. I had expected a more complicated answer, but then I realized that's actually happened to me. I stopped thinking, especially overthinking. I could still think, and some thinking, of course, still happened, but there were long stretches where there was just a very peaceful awareness. And then what was building up was, out of that awareness came a deep joy. And that was very strange. Sometimes the joy was so intense that it was incredible, and I was just sat there wherever on a bench in the park for long periods. That really is what's called bliss, and it's just that intensity of bliss that I had for 2 or 3 years, I don't seem to have anymore. I have peace, but the intensity of bliss, now I don't know what it could be, that when you get used to something, it doesn't stand out that much anymore, and it becomes quite normal. And perhaps I experience that bliss because there was still the contrast. I remember my previous state of consciousness, and then I was that one. Who knows? But this is the main teaching then. All spiritual teachings come down to this. Consciousness has to be rescued from where consciousness has been kidnapped by thought. It's trapped in that, and your task is to free consciousness from where it's been trapped. In involuntary, compulsive thinking, that's always thinking that is imbued, we identify with, imbued, so every thought is imbued with a sense of self. So that's the spiritual practice, is that the stepping out of the movement of thought, so that I is no longer confused with the movement of thought. That would be the surface I.